Two money measures were signed into law today. They are the 3.767 trillion peso General Appropriations Act of 2018 and the Tax Reform or Acceleration and Inclusion or TRAIN. Malacanang says TRAIN will spare 99% of Filipinos from the payment of income taxes. This report.
President Rodrigo Duterte signed into law the 2018 General Appropriations Act and the Tax Reform for Acceleration and Inclusion or TRAIN. The President was joined by members of the two chambers of Congress in the ceremonial signing held in Malacanang. The Chief Executive described the 3.67 trillion pesos national budget and the tax reform package as initial steps to reduce poverty rate in the country.
Two laws that I signed today are the fulfillment of my campaign promise to institute genuine fiscal reform that will be felt by every Filipino. Through the bold and decisive efforts of our economic managers, we were able to design and craft a spending and tax plan embodied by the 2018 General Appropriations Act and the Tax Reform for Acceleration and Inclusion Act, or TRAIN. The implementation of these laws will serve as our national initial step towards cutting the poverty rate at 14% and making the Philippines an upper middle class by 2022.
The enhancement on education, free tuition fees, infrastructure programs, social services, and reconstruction of Marawi City are the priority in 2018 national budget.
The 2018 GAA, which is 12% higher than last year's budget, will primarily support infrastructure development and free education in state universities and colleges, universal health care, free irrigation, and the maintenance of peace and order across the country. This will also fulfill my campaign promise of doubling the basic pay of our soldiers and police officers, which will take effect on the very first day of 2018. Let me emphasize that this budget is a credible budget, and I assure everyone that this will be supported by the comprehensive tax reform program embodied by the TRAIN, subject to several line vetoes, which will be discussed separately in my veto message.
President Duterte said that the enactment of TRAIN is an early Christmas gift to all Filipino workers. He said 99% of the taxpayers will benefit from the new taxation system under TRAIN. This includes tax exemption of workers who receive 250,000 pesos annually.
This is the administration's biggest Christmas gift to the Filipino people, as 99% of the taxpayers will benefit from a simpler, fairer, and more efficient tax system. One of the TRAIN's most significant breakthroughs is that beginning January 1st, 2018, those earning below 250,000 will be exempt from income tax. And I thank all of you.
The government is expected to generate 120 billion pesos from the new tax system. 70% of this will go to the Build programs.
I am directing the Department of Finance to ensure the effective implementation of Package 1 of TRAIN and to immediately submit to Congress Package 2, which deals with corporate income tax early next year, which will complement the revenues of TRAIN. The passage of 2018 GAA and TRAIN is not just a victory for the legislative and executive branches of government. It is a victory for our people.
At the same time, the government will implement assistance to 10 million households that will receive 200 pesos cash transfers monthly in 2018 and 300 pesos monthly in 2019 and 2020. Rocky Ignacio for The Nation.